know, that's another iffy thing about the cyber law, they say.
Yes.
About jurisdiction, about where you
right.
filed the case. What are you planning?
It's really very complicated. That's why I'm trying to exhaust as many legal resources that we have at hand. I mean, this is all new. Blog sphere is new, and there aren't any exactly clear laws here in the Philippines, nor actually abroad, and they're actually just currently being enacted. I mean, I'd like to maybe bring attention of a certain miss who's won over $11 million over a blog defamation case that happened in the U.S. You know, she a blogspot called, souschef.blogspot.com, which informs people about blog defamation and the internet laws available there. I've been in communication with her. She's been very inspiring to me. She's written me letters, and she's actually told me, oh, feel free to use whatever information that I may have in my blog to you. And she also inspired me to take action. She's referred me to several lawyers in her email that I could
So you're saying that this is actionable and it's winnable?
Well, there are a lot of parameters involved, but I'm not a lawyer, and I think this might be best answered by my attorney. But in the end, you know, if you go the length of it, there's justice out there, and this is what we're after. We're after vindication.
So you will fight all the way. I mean, you will want to win the case. Phone call can cure it. Isn't there a way that these two former friends can get together again and talk? And
we've tried many ways to communicate with him positively, and he's sent us
now. Do you feel like he then is scamming everyone who is...
I'm glad that he's deceived a lot of people through his blog. I think he underestimates the intelligence. I mean, his main target, his main audience, rather, are the Filipino people. And I think through this blog, through his web of lies and web of deceit, he's deceived a lot of people. So I'd also like to send a message out there. You know, anything can be said in a blog.
But why do you think more Filipino Australian than one of their own?
In terms of the comments that has been posted? Well, you know, in a blog, you have control over the comments feed. So there are people there sending positive signals. There are people there sending their support for me. But he can control that. He can control a comment in a blog.
Well, he did time and again said that he posts everything because he is for free speech and that he welcomes all comments. And I have read anti-Brian comments also among the reactors. So, well, that's his, I would imagine that that's what he would say to something like that. Okay, so your message, you said that you had a message for everybody, or is it for Brian?
Well, I have a message for Brian and, well, for everyone first. You know, there is help out there, a victim of blog defamation. Seek help. There are people out there, they're inspiring people like Ms. Sue Chef. Okay, I recommend you go through her website. It's very educational, it's very informative. And for Brian, I would like to challenge him to finally have the courage to face me. I have not been hiding. I have not left the country. Afraid of him. I will see him in court.
Okay. Mo?
Well,
your last word on this?
I've asked Brian, how far is this going to go? How long do you think this will last? Do you still have bullets left? Has everything been exposed? And he's like, no, it's systematic. He's got a lot more explosive things that he wants to bring out there via his blog or via maybe a television interview or a radio interview. I just want to ask you if you're prepared for everything. I mean, because if he lies, then the sky's the on you.
Absolutely, and that's the unfortunate thing about the blog. And I also want to take this opportunity to actually appeal to our lawmakers to maybe, you know, investigate on the matter, and perhaps laws could be enacted to protect our people against blog defamation. You have been a victim of blog, you know, of blog defamation yourself. Perhaps you have. And, you know, I think there should be rights out there. I'm all for freedom of speech. I think, you know, to control blogs is not speech, but freedom of speech does not condone defamation, nor does it condone invasion of privacy. And as for Brian, you know, perhaps, you know, I can just imagine what he's going to post next in his blog.
DJ Montano, thank you for the courage to come up and speak out to the public, and thank you for your trust in choosing ANC to air your story.
it's
I'm
no worries,
kidding.
no worries.
For another episode.
Well, I'm all yours every time. Anytime you
Okay,
need.
okay.
Well,
We will be having more
Thank
time.
you, Karina, and I'd also like to thank ABS-CBN for allowing us about this matter.
In country and unreachable at the moment, but other members of the Montano family were by Mr. Gorel in his blog, and they also asked for their chance to be heard. This when Korina today returns.
Gusto kong magkanegosyo. I want to provide jobs for Filipinos. Kaya I take Centrum.
Centrum has all the essential vitamins and minerals working together to help Angel do all she needs to do.
Gusto kong maging complete.
Sa lahat ng milestone moments nung Everest team, kasama namin yung ABS-CBN.
Ang ABS-CBN po, part sila ng team namin.
Especially si Mr. Oscar Lopez and si Mr. Gabby Lopez. They put their in what the team can achieve and what the team stands for.
Pinaulit-ulit talaga ng ABS-CBN na walang imposible sa Pilipino kung magtulong-tulong tayo. At if we work together, mayroon po tayong maabot na mataas.
Kami ang team. Pero sabi ni Itay, mahal daw mag-aral. Kaya nga si Kuya, huminto na muna. Pareho na sila ni Ate. Ngayon, sila na nag-aalaga sa amin ni Ana, Junjun at Maria. At sa isang buwan, may bago na naman kaming bunso. Magiging doktor pa kaya ako?
Bigyang katuparan ang mga pangarap ng inyong mga pamilya. Ang mensaheng ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Trust Family Program. Nagbibigay buhay sa magandang bukas. Magpakailanman, ikaw ang mundo.
They were also mentioned in the or another, and they say they will seek for their day in court. And as we give a few minutes to other members of the mentioned in the blog, Benji Laurel is stepfather, Aurora Montano Laurel, mother of DJ, Wina and Marvili Montano Villa,